Alright, this is a quick video of how to cut and clean a rainbow trout. I need something to cut it on. A knife. I'm using pretty much the biggest kitchen knife you can find. It's not a fillet knife because you're not filleting a fish, cutting it and cleaning it. The trout, I let my trout sit in the fridge for at least 24 hours so the temperature can bring it down and cause its bodily fluids to what you could say cake up and become thick. So what we're going to do first is we're going to put the knife behind its front fins and we're going to kind of make it diagonal right behind its gills as well. I'm going to saw right to the back corner. Do the same thing on this side. Alright. I'm going to stick the knife in the trout's asshole, or anus, whatever you want to call it. It's a little different with this knife because it's bigger. I mean, I used a steak knife before, but I'm just going to saw with it. Meat's a little tough because it's cold and it's hardened. Once you get it in enough, you can just saw straight up. With that, you see the head's almost off. And just clean cut that. Always want to watch your fingers. There we go, head's off. You want to put it in the bag. Some people like to cut a little bit more behind the head because it's a little tiny bit of meat back there. And look at the inside. See how everything's pretty red. The blood's hardened. What I'm going to do is first we're going to pull out all these guts. And we don't even need to cut. You can just kind of put your knife down on it and drag it out. The thing you might need to cut is the end of this line right here. There we go. Put that in the bag as well. Now we have this this lining that houses the organs, and it's got the back vein. This is all the blood, or whatever it is now. A lot of people say you know, you put a toothbrush in there and clean it out. What I like to do is I just like to kind of scrape it out with a knife and pull it off the wall. Don't worry about getting it in the columns between the ribs and in the spine. With this, you're also going to see you'll be pulling some of the lining out too, which is like a thin film. Still got a little tiny bit of that line in there. Right, that's all. I'll flip it over. Do it to the other side. I said just scrape it out. Some of this, don't even try picking it out with a knife. We got all that done. Meat's almost clean. I have here hose. It's got a gun on the end of it. Stuff off me. What I like to do is like to spray the inside of it. It just blows everything right out of it. You put your thumb right on the back. And it's also going to take out, or it's going to slightly remove the ribs a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. I know it's a lot of work for a fish, but I like my fish clean. All that goes off. Alright, so here we have the fish. Head's cut off. Meat is clean. Insides are removed. Inside is clear of all organs and all biological waste, and some of the ribs you can see are starting to come off. So when you cook it, you'll be able to peel the skin right back and it'll pull right off the ribs and you'll have yourself a nice piece of meat.